Hello everyone, welcome to Java Tutorials. My name is Kishore. In this video, we will see what are the rules while using static context. Like when you are using static methods, there are certain rules you need to follow. The very first thing is you cannot use non-static members inside static methods directly. And then you cannot use this and super keywords inside the static context. We have discussed this keyword already, but super keyword comes in inheritance. We will use that super keyword later. These are certain rules, and let us understand why we have these rules and what happens if non-static members are accessed inside the static context. For that, I will create one class with the name f. Let me create one x variable and one static variable y, and I will create one static void test1 method, and let me print the value of y here. Observe the static method, which is accessing only y variable, and there is no problem. You can use the class name in order to access the test1 method, and y variable will be only one copy, so there won't be any problem. If I run this program by calling f dot test1, I should able to see the value of y as 0. However, you cannot access the non-static member inside the static context directly. Like if I try to print the value of x like this, the compiler will raise an error. The reason is whenever you want to access X, what you usually do is you create the object and access. And whenever you call the test1 method, you are using the class name. And when the test1 is executed, it knows what is Y. Because it is only one copy, there won't be any problem. But when you access the X, the test1 method doesn't know X belongs to which object because X is an instance variable. As it doesn't know the X variable belongs to which particular object, the compiler raises an error. Even if you create an object of f and still access the test1 method, the error will be still there. Say for example, I will create an object of f and I will access the test1 method. Still, the error will not disappear because the problem is there could be chance that multiple copies of x will be there. Let me remove this statement and this 13th line statement. We'll try to use one more method test2, which is non-static, and let us try to print system.out.println x value and y value. Notice there are no errors if non-static method tries to access non-static and static. Why there won't be any error is when you invoke the test2 method, you usually create the object and you invoke the test2 like this f1 dot test2. And when the test2 is executed, what happens is test2 is called on f1 and it knows x belongs to f1. And y is static. It doesn't matter whether you use reference or class name. It is a single copy. There won't be any problem. For that reason, accessing static inside non-static won't be a problem. Then one more rule is you cannot use this and super keywords inside the static, but you can use this and super in non-static. Because we have not discussed super keyword yet, we'll try to use just the this keyword in test2 and see what happens. Let me use this dot x. It won't be any problem. If I invoke the test2, it is going to still print the value of x, that is 0. Because it knows you are calling test2 from f1, the this keyword refers to the current object, that is f1. But you cannot use the this keyword inside the static method because this refers to the current object. Whenever you are calling the test1 method, you can call from the class name or from the reference. But when you are using the test1 through the class name, the this doesn't know x belongs to which object. In the same way, if you call the test1 from the reference, still the compiler will not remove this error. The reason is whenever you try to invoke the static methods From the reference variable, compiler will automatically convert this to the class name like f dot test1. Because of that reason, using this keyword is not at all allowed. So let us remove this statement and this statement as well. The test1 method, which is present in the class f, can use x variable but by creating the object. Means if test1 creates an object of f and then tries to access x variable through the reference like this x equals to f dot x, then it is going to work. Now when test1 method is invoked, that is f dot test1, what it is going to do is it is going to create the object, then prints the value of x, that is 0, and prints the value of y. Then again the object of f is created and the test2 method is invoked, which is printing value of x and value of y. If I run the program, you see all the values as 0 because they are default values. Let me change the value of x here, like f dot x equals to 22. In that case, when test1 method is called, this test1 method creates the object, changes the value of x to 22 and prints the value of x to 22. Whereas test2 method prints the value of x as 0, which you can see here. You can observe the test1 method is printing 22 and the test2 method is printing 0. So that's it about the rules of using static context. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.